All right, so Bitcoin has been absolutely pumping. We've gotten a move above our highs, and right now it seems like we may be SFPing it on some of the higher time frames. On the 1 hour, we got to close below it, and if we zoom out, we do have some potential divergences from this wave back here. Now, I actually recorded a video earlier, but I decided to scrap it and just make another one. But in that video, I was looking at kind of local market structure here, and I was kind of looking for a reason to short this. I was looking for a break of that local 1 minute structure, the 1 minute uptrend that we were kind of in here. I wanted to see a close below the last higher low, followed by a retrace with absorption into the golden pocket, and we did get a retrace. We came up actually above the 786 a little bit, and we actually did not really see the absorption I was looking for. I would have wanted to see CVD continue to the upside, open interest continue to increase, showing people longing this, but we didn't see that, so I didn't take the trade. I did not have my confirmations, and overall this was a very bullish move to the upside. I mean, some of the midterm time frames, money flow is continuing to increase. I mean, it's not looking the strongest, but on some low time frames, the money flow is very thick, or at least it was at the time. And so I was not really interested in taking many aggressive shorts. I would want to see something that gave me a lot of confidence in the short, such as a shift in market structure, then absorption as we got a retrace. And we didn't really see that, so I didn't take a trade. Even though now, the 1 minute money flow is really starting to bleed out. Price is still kind of consolidating here and maybe looking a little bit bullish. I mean, we're putting in higher lows. It seems like price might want to continue moving to the upside and might want to start getting a move up to some of the key resistance levels that we have up around 30K. This is a very key zone. It was a weekly order block in this downtrend. We've had all purple candles. We had this one area down around 30K where we had some buying going on. We had a blue weekly candle, a lot of trading happening in this area, and then we continued dumping to the downside. So I think this is a very key area for Bitcoin. I think what happens here could decide what happens over the next, few months or so. If we harshly reject from this area and we start a downtrend, we, could see a move much lower, maybe down to test key resistance now as support around 25K, or potentially lower back down into this range down here. But if Bitcoin can get above this area and maybe then hold it as support somehow, I think that opens up the door for us to get a move much higher, maybe up to I'd say the next area of key resistance that we have, which would probably be somewhere around like 35, 36K, somewhere in this area. And looking at market Cipher, I mean, right now on the weekly, it does kind of seem like things are looking a little bit less bullish than they were. Money flow is hesitant to cross into the green. We've kind of gone sideways here right below the zero line. The weekly momentum wave, even though it is now above the 60 line, it is getting thinner. It's coming to a point, looking like it wants to print a red dot soon, unless we see something drastic with the price that can turn that around. But the 3-day money flow has begun to get a move to the upside. We now have a green dot here, not confirmed, but we have printed a green dot. 2 days, pretty much the same thing. Money flow starting to get a move to the upside. We just printed a green dot. VWAP, made a higher low, but still you do have to consider that since, these highs back here, momentum is still lower, and is money flow lower as well? Yeah, money flow is making lower highs as well. So, right now, things seem to be getting a turn to the upside, but, still we do kind of have those divergences. On the daily, money flow, has nice curvature in the red. It has started to get a pretty aggressive move to the upside. This daily momentum wave looks good. It is, getting wider. The white part is, so it seems like this daily has more upside potential. And the 12-hour, I have to say, looks very bullish, even though when you look at some of the time frames below the 12-hour, it looks drastically different. This 12-hour money flow, for some reason, is getting a very violent move to the upside, and we did just print a trigger wave to this anchor wave back here. I'd say the 3-day to the 12-hour right now looks pretty bullish in general, at least right now, not showing many signs of weakness, but the 8-hour looks very different. Money flow is bleeding out on the 8-hour still. Same thing with the 6-hour. We are just peeking into the green on these time frames though, so maybe we can see these kind of continue to grow here, and that won't matter much. 4-hour is pretty much the same thing, but 4-hour momentum wave just got a violent push to the upside. It looked like we were slowing down here. The momentum wave was starting to clip off here, but then just got to jump up to the 60 line. So that isn't really looking too bad right now. 2-hour money flow just peeking into the green and is making higher highs comparatively to back here. You see good direction on the 2-hour. You can just take a trend line and kind of measure from down here the direction of the money flow. The 1-hour has been in the green for a little bit, kind of slowing down though. Not really super decisive there. That could go either way. And kind of same thing with the 24-minute. We're in the green right now, but I could see that starting to curl over, or I could see it continuing to the upside. It's really hard to tell right now. 6-minute money flow is getting thicker though. So overall, looking at market Cipher, we have pretty bullish signs on the 12-hour to the 3-day, but then some of the time frames below that are giving some very mixed signals, like the 4-hour to the 8-hour, and then even some of the mid to low term time frames are giving mixed signals. Some of them are looking pretty bullish, some of them aren't, but I would have to say overall it is seeming more bullish. I think if price can continue to get a move to the upside here, if we can break out of these highs, then we may see some of those higher time frame money flows start to kind of continue to the upside. Some of those ones that are in the red or not really showing much strength in the green might start getting a move to the upside. Very locally, we are seemingly getting another little pump here. Let's check order flow and see what has happened. So we did see a lot of shorts open up here. Actually some pretty bullish absorption right here. CVD and open interest showing that a lot of shorts were opening up here, yet price made a higher low. That actually is pretty bullish. Seeing that big of absorption in this little consolidation range after a massive pump, that kind of makes me think we may want to go higher. And then we did see a lot of longs open up afterwards. Seems like a lot of people saw that absorption going on. So that is very interesting. And yeah, right now, I think this is going to be resistance above us. Unless I see, very confident signals as we get a rejection off any of these levels, I'm probably not going to be too aggressive with shorts. I would want to wait for something that gives me confidence, like, signs that price is kind of dying off, that we're not really able to put in higher highs anymore, and maybe then we break market structure. Maybe then we get a retracement with absorption. I would want to see something that gives me a lot of confidence in a short here, just because some of the higher time frames on Bitcoin are looking still bullish. There is a chance that we just slice through this area. And yeah, right now the only trades that I'm in is the Bitcoin long that I've been holding from that 3-hour order block down here. Still in that long. I took some profits up at these highs, and my next TPs are somewhere up in this area, I think. And I am still in an XRP long. I actually did close out the one I talked about in my last video because we broke market structure here. So I closed it out here and decided to re-enter with a better risk reward, in my opinion, just based off of what I was seeing on Market Cipher. We were forming divergences at these lows, and then we came back down for a 786 retracement. I don't know if that's my exact entry. I think I just put that there for reference, but I entered somewhere around this area. And yeah, right now XRP is getting a pretty nice pump as well. I'm going to be paying attention to Bitcoin. If we really start getting a drop from here and we start SFP in that high, I might have to rethink my positions. Recently the trend with Bitcoin has been SFP the highs and then, get a move back down to continue trading in the range. We did it right here with this high. We SFP'd the high, came back down, started trading in the range again. There is a chance that that happens again, but also maybe we just retrace and this time are able to hold support on top of previous resistance before I move to the upside. So I would really be watching the value area high of this range, this previous resistance, to see if we're able to flip that into support. And I can go ahead and delete that NDPOC there, but just saying, we did get a nice rejection right from that NDPOC. If I pull that back up, we got a pretty nice retracement from there. I didn't take the trade because I was actually out with my family. We got this move on Easter, but this was the zone I was watching, and we got a decent reaction from it. But anyways, I think that is about it for this one. Really now we just gotta wait and see what price is gonna do. Either we're gonna continue to the upside and probably look to find resistance somewhere up in this area, or we come back down and try to find support somewhere, ideally on top of the value area high. But if we fall back down into this range, then we can look for support elsewhere. Alright, well, thank you all for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support, and I'll see you all in the next one.